Hey, welcome to Ant Lab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play Herbaceous. So Herbaceous is a set collecting card game by Pencil First Games. It plays 2 to 4 players in about 20 minutes and is currently on Kickstarter.
Yes.
So let's take it to the table and see how it plays. All right, here we have Herbaceous, which is set up for 2 players. And what you see is our herb cards. So the normal herb deck comes with 63 cards, but for a 2-player setup, you actually remove 24 cards at random. So that's been done. Over here is our Bun Reward card, and we'll explain how that works in a second, but that's just worth 5 victory points to whoever can claim that first. In front of us are basically our 2 play areas. So Frances has her own container cards, her 4 containers, and I've got my 4 container cards. And basically the object is to plant herbs, pick herbs, and then take the herbs and plant them into your jars, right? So you start them out in the garden, and then you pick them and then put them in the jars. And each jar has specific requirements for what types of herbs you can put, I guess what category of herbs you can put in there. Not specific herbs, but certain types, and I'll go over that in a second. But the play area is essentially, you've got your pots or your jars, and underneath each of those areas are our own personal private gardens. So Frances will have her garden here, so all the herbs she gets, she'll put here. I'll put mine over here, and in the center, we've got a community garden. Normally, I guess I would be facing this way, so our gardens would be very separate, but I think for the purposes of the video, we're going to keep them close. You can see what we both have. But you just have to remember, the center is the community. So we're going to have access to our own garden, our own private garden, plus a community garden. But I can't touch anything in her garden. She can't touch anything in mine. So that's how it's going to go. And you essentially just draw cards. Well, let me go through each of these pots, or the containers, and then so I can explain what we're trying to go for as far as victory points and winning the game. All right, so let's take a closer look at our containers. So over here on the left, we have what's called a glass jar, and over in the lower left-hand corner of each card, it shows you basically what you're allowed to plant in each of your jars. So for the glass jar, you can put regular or special herbs. Now, the only difference between regular and special herbs in the deck is that the special herbs will have a circle with a number in it in the upper left-hand corner. They don't look just like any of the other herbs, but like I said, they have that number. And that number, if planted in this jar, will count as victory points at the end of the game. They're numbered 1, 2, and 3. So if a person plants a 1, 2, and a 3 special herb, the first person to do that will actually get to claim that bun card, the Bun Reward, and claim that 5 victory points. It's like a biscuit. So down here it shows you how many cards you can put into this jar and how many points you'll get for having that many cards. So you can at any point plant any amount of cards in a jar once, and then you'll claim that many points. But each jar will have certain different types of requirements depending on which specific container you're looking to do. So again, for the glass jar, you could put any 3 in here. They could be the same, they could be different, it doesn't matter. But if you want to put those special ones in, because that's where you're going to maximize your scoring. For the second container, these are called the small pots. And the small pots, you can put in pairs of identical herbs, so 2 of each type, and they can't be 2 of the same types. So for each pair, you're going to get different point multipliers. So that's pretty straightforward. Over here we have the wooden platter, and this one requires different herbs. So you're going to you could put 1 of each type of herb up to 7 herbs. So this thing will hold up to 7 different types, and that's how you'll max it out. So if you have like 3 or 4 different types of herbs, you wouldn't want to plant them in there necessarily, because that's all you'll get to do, and you'll only be able to score up to 6 points. But if you get 3 more different types, you can score up to 14. Finally, we have the large pot. And the large pot is really just a bunch of the same herb. So if you get all 7 of the same type, you throw them in here, that's a 22 pointer. So that's big scoring. And that's it. So as we as we take our turns, we're going to be collecting herbs and then planting them in our pots. And once we're both fully planted, the game's over. We add up our victory points and see who wins. It's very fast playing, so we could probably jump right into the game now. All right, so we are ready to get this going. One other thing
I'm so excited.
Are you? One other thing to note is that I've added the flavor pack game variant. So there's 3 different flavor cards that are unique, and they have special text effects on them. So once we draw those, they take effect immediately. So it's just to spice it up. You don't necessarily have to do that. That's what it says. It says to spice the game up, you add the flavor pack. So those have been seeded in the deck. So what it tells us to decide who the first player is the person who most recently cooked or planted herbs.
And that would be me.
I think you win that
right?
one. Yeah, for sure. All right, so basically the way the turns go is you're going to draw 2 cards on your turn.
Yep.
And you are allowed to plant the first card you get. You have to place it either in the community garden or in your own garden. And then you have to draw another card, and it goes in
wherever
the place
you didn't,
where you didn't plant. So you can go ahead and get us started.
Right, cool. So I will draw the first card, and it is sage. Isn't that beautiful? You love sage.
I do.
I'm gonna put it in the community garden though.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put it down there, and I'm putting it a little bit lower because we tend to fill this up pretty quickly.
Yep.
And I get tarragon in my garden.
So that has to go
right
in
my
her
garden.
private garden. You should put that up a little bit higher.
All right, about
Yeah.
there, right?
Mhm.
All right, cool.
So I go, and it's really, we're just going to go back and forth.
Yep.
So lavender,
Oh, lucky.
maybe I'll hold on to lavender.
Nice.
And this one goes here.
More tarragon. Ooh, saffron. How pretty is that?
Saffron. How appropriate, considering we just recently played Firefly. So go ahead.
I'll keep it there. And rosemary for the community.
Rosemary. So now, any time on my turn now, I could just take as many herbs as I want from my garden and the community garden and plant. And we haven't seen any special herbs come out yet.
No.
So, what do we got? Tarragon? I want to hold on to that one.
Yeah.
Because
You would.
if I throw it out here, that's giving her access to 3 different tarragon cards. Well, might as well.
Tarragon grows relentlessly.
Everywhere?
Everywhere. All right. Ooh, more saffron. I'll keep that here. And I'm gonna stack these up. You don't have to, but we're kind of. Are we not supposed to do that?
You can. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's your garden.
We're just kind of like
You keep
out
it
of
however
space.
you want.
Yeah, I like to keep my garden organized.
All right, that's fine.
You don't have to stack them, but we don't have a lot of space for the videos. So.
Okay.
All right, and then more sage.
Oh, nice. All right. So I'm gonna go again. Sage. I'm gonna hold on to that one. I think. Put some chives.
Chive on.
All
right.
right.
Cool. Yeah. Thyme, and I will hold on to that.
Oh, that's a 3-pointer.
It is. And more lavender.
And more lavender. Okay. So I think I'm gonna keep drawing here. Saffron. Keep an eye on that one. And more tarragon. Wow. Interesting.
Let's see.
All right, the stakes are starting to get high now.
The stakes are starting to get high. I mean, because theoretically you could take that too.
I could.
Ooh, mint. I think I'll take that and put it here. And more rosemary.
All right, let me see. 1, 3. 1, 2. I'm just counting some things up here. 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna plant.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what else do I not have? Rosemary? 6. So I'm gonna take 6 different types of herbs, and I'm gonna plant them. And the only one I can plant them in,
No.
which is the large pot.
No. Those are all the same. You want to put them in
Oh,
your...
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you want to put them
In the wooden
in your
wooden platter.
your platter.
No, sorry, it's a wooden planter.
It's a planter, but yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now that
It's like
they're
a
planted,
pallet. Yeah.
I'm done with this planter. I can't put anything else in here, so that's it. So,
All right. And you also get to draw. Right?
And now I have to draw. Yeah, so you plant, but you still have to draw cards. Oh, Bay.
Old Bay.
That would have been nice. Old Bay. Had I gotten that, because I could have used that as my 6th card.
All right. Dill.
There's the 7th.
Dill pickles. I don't know if I want to hold on to this or not. Yeah, you really can't do anything with that now anyway, can you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing I can do with that now.
And lavender.
And lavender.
I really like the lavender.
Alright.
Alright, you're up.
More tarragon. Keep that in my garden. And some chives.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I know
see.
you tried to take that from
I
me.
did. I tried to defensively hold that.
So I'm going to take the mint, the chives, and the thyme, and there are 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to plant them in my little mason jar right here.
Your glass jar.
Okay, it's my non-mason jar.
Alright.
And it looks just like a mason jar. And then I get to take this biscuit, this bun, because I planted 1, 2, 3. So he can still plant 1, 2, 3. He just doesn't get the card.
I don't get the card.
Yeah.
But it would be silly for me to plant 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Well, you would get all those points though.
But I could plant 3, 3, 3. Or
If
2, 2, 2.
You could, yes, if you find them in the deck. More tarragon.
Wow, there's so much of it.
There is like a lot of it, and I'll take that.
All right.
Rosemary.
I'm like battling over tarragon here.
I know.
Yeah.
Usually you're battling the tarragon
That's true.
in the garden.
Put that there. I'll organize this a bit.
It works that way, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
fine. Thinking of planting?
I was thinking about it. I'm not quite ready yet.
Okay.
Not quite yet. Bay.
Ooh, there's a lot of bay.
Oh, there's a lot of bay. A lot of blue bay. And more dill. Okay. You're up.
Dill. And peppercorn.
Ooh,
So
nice.
here's the special card. So it says take a card from the player on your left.
Oh, that's me. What are you gonna take?
But I think what's supposed to happen is we're all supposed to do this.
I see. Yeah.
So I guess I'll take a card from you and you take a card from me. But what are we going to take the same card?
Yeah, that's kind of silly. Do you just want to pass?
Pass what?
I don't know.
I guess I'll pick a card from you and you can't take the same card back from me. How about if we do that?
That works. For you. Okay, hold on. Just let me think for 1 minute here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, all players do take the action, but it starts with the person who drew it.
Okay, so I'll take the sage then.
All right.
All right. So your turn's over?
Yep. Then I draw another herb card and we continue.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to keep the even.
Right.
So where did I put the first
You
one?
put that in the community.
I did. The
Yeah.
first card I drew? Because this doesn't go out
But
there. This is
it
gone.
just goes in, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't the first card I drew, was it?
No, you drew more bay, I think.
Did I? Yeah, I think you're right. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll do some planting. I need to clean up all this mess in here. The garden's getting a little unwieldy. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That works. That works for me. All right, so I'm gonna take the bay, the dill, the rosemary, the tarragon, and the sage. And I think I'm off the camera, but I'm gonna plant the bay, the tarragon, the dill, the rosemary. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. The sage and the saffron. So that's 6 pairs. And I'm gonna plant them in my
Small pots.
Small pots. So there we go, and that's 12 cards. So I'm done planting in there. Okay, make a draw. Oh,
Time.
time and time again. What if that was time? Wouldn't that be so funny?
If they were both
It would have been time and time
and
again. Alright, go ahead.
My. Let's see. Let's keep the dill there and the sage here.
Alright. Rosemary.
Mm.
Let's put it up there. Lavender. Okay.
Sage. And rosemary. Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. More saffron. I'm kind of done with saffron now. Ooh, chives.
You've had it with saffron?
I've had it with saffron. Okay.
Let's see. I've got
How do you pull all of these?
I don't know. Move one herb from a personal garden to any container. It does not count as potting.
Oh, nice.
So we each get to do that. So
we each get to do that. Okay.
So you can move one herb to a personal garden, from your personal garden to any container.
To any container?
Yeah, and it doesn't
But-
count as potting.
Do we have to abide by the limits of the pots or no?
I don't think so. I think you could just put it in.
Really? All right. Cool. So I'll put my thyme in this glass jar.
Oh, let me see what I have planted in here, because I may have something different that I could add to it.
Yeah, you probably could.
Rosemary, no, tarragon and lavender. I have them all. Dang it. I got nothing special. I could have really fixed my problem.
Yeah, you could have.
Well, that stinks.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I guess I'll put a tarragon in here, so it doesn't count as planting. So I can still plant more.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if you put it in your glass jar, if you could still add up to 3 more cards.
But it wouldn't, because you only get bonuses for up to 3 cards anyway.
Oh,
so if it had a number on it, that
Oh,
would
I
make
see.
sense. But
Yeah.
since you took all the number cards, the special ones,
Oh, you took one of
I haven't
them.
taken one.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You took chive because you didn't want me to have it.
Oh, I did. And I planted it. I did, didn't I?
You did. All right.
I guess I'll take that and put some tarragon out.
I don't know what to do. I'm almost out of cards.
I know.
That's a problem. Now, when we get to the end, we just kind of
You fill the pots
fill
the best
the pots
you can,
with
and then
whatever we can,
and
right?
then it's it. Yeah.
All right. So, more saffron. More saffron. What?
All right. I should probably start planting my pears and peaches.
This isn't a pear.
So let's go with lavender, dill, bay,
Okay.
rosemary, saffron, sage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect. That's all
That's
you
all
need.
I can do, right? And that'll do that. All right, so I got one more pot left. Oh, 2 more pots left. Now I
have to draw, yeah.
yeah. Rosemary. I'll leave it out there. Last card is sage.
Nice. All right. So I go,
Yep,
right?
you plant.
I get to plant as much as I can. All right. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. That stinks. I have like not enough of any one thing. So this gives you like 6. That would give me 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have like 3 pairs essentially on the table right now. 5, I guess. That's what I'll do.
Oh, for your wooden
For my
planter. Your
wooden
platter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
That, and then I guess just my lavender I'll put in here.
So I will take these, plant them here, and I'll take these 2 because you would have planted there. Like you planted first, then I
Yeah.
planted. You would have planted again.
Oh, right,
Instead of planting twice in a row.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And then I'll take
Were
it
you
then.
okay with that?
Yeah, because you didn't
Okay.
take a card.
I
Had you
didn't,
taken
yeah,
a card, I would have had.
Yeah, you would have had issues.
I've had issues with that. So, one way to keep track of score, they say, is to actually put these in line with the actual score on the card. But I guess since we're kind of tight on space here,
Yeah.
we will.
And these ones have pots in it.
And these are full. We know that those are full, right? So go ahead and just quickly add up your scores. So
real quick, so I know that's full.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, alright. Not great. And I got hardly any points for.
1, 2.
I only got 2 cards for this one. Yikes. And no bonus, no special herbs, unfortunately. So.
Well, except for your chives.
But it doesn't count unless it's in the glass jar.
Really?
Yeah. See, because it's like plus that little circle.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you gotta put yours up here.
I gotta put them higher.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's 2 in there, 5 in there. This is full. And then for this one, I got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Plus 6 is 15, plus 5 is 20.
Plus 6 is what? What are you talking about?
Because you had how many points worth? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 6
Oh,
is 15,
that's right.
plus
right.
5 is 20.
Oh, crap, you're right. Thank you.
So that's worth 20 points for
That's
that jar.
20.
Yep.
And then I got 18, so it's 38.
Plus 6, 44.
And 8,
Plus 8, 52.
52.
All right. And I've got 4 plus 18 is 22. Plus 12 is 34. Plus 18 is 44 or 52.
Really? Wow.
All right. So,
That was fantastic.
well, it's a tie. What do
It
we
is a
do
tie.
in
What do we
case of a tie?
It's like, I feel like we always do this.
So if there's a
Tiebreakers.
tie, the player whose glass jar container has a higher total wins the tie. So you won because of the glass jar
I was in the
container.
tiebreakers.
Wow.
It's weird.
I can't
I
believe
like how
we tied.
I like how we tie.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we had 2 different strategies.
Yeah.
Wow,
Does that
that's-
speak to the game?
I think that speaks to the game.
All right, let's
so
go talk about
we'll
it.
talk about it. All right, well, there you have it. Herbaceous.
Herbaceous.
So, since this game really resonated with you,
I loved this game on Kickstarter, and I love
We're
planting
just giving it
herbs.
all away.
So, well, I did.
Okay,
So,
let's go through a couple of things and
Okay.
you can talk about each of the different aspects of the game, what you like, what you didn't.
Sure.
And I'll interview you this time
Okay,
because,
good.
like I said, this is right up your alley. So, let's talk about shelf life. What do you think? Replayability.
it has extremely good shelf life. I think that it's so quick that you can finish a game in 20 minutes. Somebody else can walk in, you can play it again, and have a completely different game. Anthony and I employed different strategies for this game, and you can kind of take it in a lot of different directions.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and I think even with 4 players, it's still going to play very fast.
And everything's shuffled every time, and with
Yeah,
the
it's-
spices and stuff, like you never know what's going to happen.
As
so.
you saw, it's quick. It's
Yeah.
a real quick game. All right, so what would you say the weight is of this game? Complexity?
Very light.
Very
It's
light.
extremely light.
Yes, this is definitely one of the lighter
yeah.
ones we've played,
This
right?
isn't one that you need to study up on or anything.
No.
Very easy.
Yes, you don't need to be a gamer to play
Yeah,
this,
it's traveling with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think about theme?
I love the theme. It's fantastic. I guess if we want to look at it kind of objectively, it's still like very good. You know, you pick up like the different like I like how the spices like add like the flavor sort of to the game and change things up a little bit. I mean, there's not much to the game itself, so you know, talking about theme, we're like putting the herbs like in the little, you know, palette or in the garden or in the pots or something. I mean, that's about as far as you can take the theme, I guess.
Yeah.
But it worked out well. I mean,
as far as the, you know, the herbs,
yeah,
they all look different,
right?
But there really is no special difference between the way the cards, like there's no like bonus for dill over saffron, for example. Like, dill doesn't do anything special, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
So I think
there's not, I mean, I didn't look through to see, but I don't think that there's like more tarragon in the deck than anything else, or is there?
You know what, I don't know, that's a good question. I'm sure, well, I mean, with lesser players, you're pulling cards from the deck, so you are definitely thinning out at least one of the herb categories.
Well, and that would be my only thing, just again, like being kind of like a gardener and stuff, like you wouldn't expect to see saffron pop up so often, but at the same time, it's a 20-minute game, and there's really not room for like a ton of heavy theme, but for what it is, it's perfect.
Okay, so what would you say the fun factor is?
Oh, it's so fun.
So fun.
I love it.
Yeah,
and what else is there to say?
Yeah, I mean,
I enjoyed it.
The theme definitely shouldn't scare you off, because the game, I think the game play itself and just the core mechanics.
Yeah, you know, really, you should answer that question.
Yeah,
because I know Anthony was kind of like really like
the herbs,
game,
but you know,
he was kind of put off by the theme a little bit.
But no, I mean, a theme aside, I think it's a fun game. It's quick. It's very, very quick and light. So it's actually fun. I enjoyed it. Set up, tear down, quick, short,
it's extremely
long.
Easy. No, it's easy.
Right.
Very, very quick. You can take it out of the box and you're done.
And you're ready to go.
20 minutes, so.
Target audience.
Probably not to bring around your gaming group, unless you really need like a super easy like palate cleanser, but definitely something to bring around like family or, you know, folks that don't really play games that frequently. I would, you know, maybe like something to throw in your bag or whatever if you have 10 minutes or 20 minutes sitting around waiting for something.
Okay.
You know, pull it out and play.
All right, so conclusion, what do you think? Did you like it overall?
I enjoy it. Yeah, definitely.
Really big fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Okay. Yeah, so
very simple.
I definitely I was pleasantly surprised by it, I will admit.
Yeah.
So yes, I enjoyed the playthrough. It's very quick. I was happy at how quick it was, because it's, you know, we play a lot of heavy games, so you know, to kind of take a breather and play something that's over, and like that when it says 20 minutes, it's really 20 minutes. Like, it's not like, hey, it's 60 minutes and you're there for 2.5 hours going, wow, that's supposed to be a 60-minute game. But it's seriously, it's quick, and I think that lends to some of the enjoyability for me. And I think component quality, we really didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about component quality really, but the art on this is beautiful. Yeah. And I'm huge into what the art looks like and everything on the games and stuff. Right. And to me, this was very clean, very pretty.
Yeah. Each card is almost like a painting. You know, you know what I mean? It's very
it's very well
nice
done
to look at.
Yeah.
It's very calming. It's a very peaceful game.
Yeah,
you know, you feel like you're out gardening, and it's nice. So I mean, obviously these are prototype components that were provided to us by the developer. So even so, like, the cards are still, if that's going to be what they look like, then all more power to them. It's really nice. I know there were some unlocks on the Kickstarter that even that boosted up the card stock itself and the box stock. And I know there's even more like markers for your garden versus my garden, little things like that. So there's all sorts of extras on the Kickstarter. So there's even more in the box, and I think it's a fairly inexpensive project, a campaign to back as well.
The only thing I would say is I would be eager to play it with more than 2 people, just to see how it plays. I mean, we've only played it.
Yeah, we've only tried it with 2, but I can see it being, you know, quite fun and fast.
Yeah, very fast.
With more players. So. All right, well, there you have it. That's Herbaceous, and it is still on Kickstarter. I believe it has a few weeks to go. So if you enjoyed the playthrough, it's something that you think you would enjoy, then I'd say go ahead. You know, knock yourself out, back it if you're comfortable backing Kickstarters. And like I said in our last video.
Yeah, when does it come out, I think?
I don't know when it ships. It should tell you on the campaign. So we'll add the link to the description under the video. So you can go find it and check it out. But you know, it was a lot of fun, and it's definitely, if you're looking for something to kill 20-30 minutes,
Right.
and you know, something that carries with you, you can put that in a deck box and you're fine.
Oh yeah.
That's all you need. So yeah, this is definitely
I would
something
say
to
like
consider.
probably like a good gift.
Yeah, it would make a good
You know
gift
what I
too
mean?
for someone
Like-
who's not really a gamer.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And enjoys gardening. This would really, the theme would fit with them.
Right.
So so there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and you know, go check out the Kickstarter campaign, and you know, if you like it, back it, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see ya.
Take care.